But we begin in Buffalo. Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen. And Patrick Mahomes got the best of Josh Allen yet again in the playoffs as the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Buffalo Bills 27-24 for the Chiefs. Mahomes, he went 17 for 23. He threw for 215 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce had 5 receptions, 75 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. And for the Bills, Josh Allen, he went 26 of 39. He threw for 186 passing yards, 1 touchdown. For Mahomes, this is his 6th consecutive championship game appearance. Josh Allen falls to 0-3 versus Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Here's Mahomes and Josh Allen after the game.
To run out the clock. Patrick.
Yeah, man, it's a heck of a year, man. I've been on the other side of that. It's tough. You put in so much effort and work every single game to play in these playoff games, and he played his tail off and gave them a chance to win the game.
Sucks. Losing sucks. Losing to them, losing to anybody at home sucks. Here, there, it doesn't matter. Losing sucks. I don't know what else to say.
Completely on me. Didn't work out and feel terrible. I love this team, man, and it hurts. This one hurts bad, and I gotta do a better job. Totally.
That was Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Bass, the kicker for the Buffalo Bills. So, as I watch the Chiefs 27-24 win over the Bills Sunday afternoon in Buffalo, the one thing that I was thinking about, because in the immediate aftermath and yesterday on a lot of sports shows, everyone was talking about Josh Allen. And I'm going to get to Josh Allen in a bit and discuss Josh Allen and how I feel about his performance in this football game. But we need to recognize the greatness from Patrick Mahomes, folks. Patrick Mahomes, yet again, in the playoffs, is going to be in the AFC Championship game. Since he's been the starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, he has had the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game every single year. You look at Patrick Mahomes and his playoff career and his all-time ranks. Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, 38 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's ranked first all time. His passer rating in the playoffs is 106.4. That's ranked first in the playoffs. He throws for 313 passing yards per game. That's ranked first in NFL history. And he completes 67% of his passes. That also is ranked first in NFL history. With his record in the playoffs, he wins 81% of his games in the playoffs. That also is ranked first in NFL history. And all these stats are among quarterbacks with at least 10 or more starts in NFL history. And so you look at Patrick Mahomes, and so far in his career, Patrick Mahomes has 13 playoff wins. Only John Elway, Terry Bradshaw, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, and Tom Brady have more playoff wins than Patrick Mahomes. And if Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl this year, that means he would finish with 15 career playoff wins by the end of the season. So he would have only Joe Montana and Tom Brady to surpass when it comes to playoff wins in NFL history. So we are witnessing greatness at the quarterback position. And I'll be the first to let everyone know that it took me a while to come around to accepting how great Patrick Mahomes really is. Because everyone knows I am the biggest Green Bay Packers fan you would ever know. And I am a Aaron Rodgers fan on the field because Aaron Rodgers was the greatest quarterback I've ever seen play the game of football before Patrick Mahomes arrived in the NFL. I am an Aaron Rodgers fan, and I enjoyed for years being able to say that my quarterback in Aaron Rodgers was the most talented quarterback in NFL history. But now, Patrick Mahomes not only has the talent that Aaron Rodgers has, Patrick Mahomes also has the accomplishments and playoff success that Aaron Rodgers never was able to accomplish in Green Bay. And this is coming from a Packers fan. It's hard for me to admit this, but it's the truth. And so I know everyone was talking about Josh Allen yesterday, and I understand that Josh Allen, you got to talk about Josh Allen and how you felt about his performance. I get that. But I think we got to take some time and recognize the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. He is on another level. He is the undisputed best quarterback, not only in the NFL, but he's trending towards being the best quarterback in NFL history. Yes, I said it. Because, yes, Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls in his career. But Tom Brady was never as talented as Patrick Mahomes is. Never. And so when you combine the talent with the accomplishments and the playoff success, I think we're starting to trend towards having that conversation. Can Patrick Mahomes be the greatest quarterback in NFL history? And I think we got to start that conversation. We have to start that conversation. You look at Patrick Mahomes, his playoff career compared to the average MVP season from quarterbacks since 2013. So these are all quarterbacks who've won NFL MVP since 2013 compared to Patrick Mahomes' playoff career, right? Patrick Mahomes' playoff career is 13-3. Those MVP quarterbacks since 2013, their record is 13-3. Patrick Mahomes, 38 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Those playoff MVP quarterbacks, 38 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Patrick Mahomes, 285 passing yards per game in the playoffs. Those average MVP season quarterbacks since 2013, 269 passing yards per game. Patrick Mahomes' passer rating is 106.7. Those MVP quarterbacks is 110.8. So it's close. So think about that. The quarterbacks who've won MVPs since 2013, their statistics on average is similar to Patrick Mahomes' statistics in the playoffs. It's unbelievable. And here's another stat. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in NFL history while trailing. His record while trailing by 7 points or more in the playoffs, 8-2. 8-2. The rest of the NFL, when trailing by 7 points or more, is 13-60. So not only is Patrick Mahomes great, he's great at being able to come from behind and win football games. I can't say enough about the job that Patrick Mahomes has done. And since he's been the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, they have been in the AFC Championship every single year since he's been their quarterback. This is really some unprecedented stuff that's going on here, folks. Like, we really have to take some time and appreciate what this man is doing, because they give themselves a chance because they have number 15. Like, it took me some time to come around, but I've arrived. This dude is on another level. He really, really is. And if he can find a way to beat Lamar Sunday in the AFC Championship game, it will be an amazing, amazing accomplishment considering where the Chiefs were throughout the season. Because remember, we had questions about the Chiefs throughout the season. They were not the same team in the regular season than what they have been so far in the playoffs. In the playoffs, they have played at a very, very elite level. And offensively, I thought against the Bills Sunday, this was their best offensive performance of the season. Their best offensive performance. Obviously, they had 146 rushing yards. They had 361 total yards for the game. I thought they were very, very efficient. And MVS caught 2 passes from Mahomes. You saw Travis Kelce. He had over 70 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns as well. Rashee Rice, 4 receptions, 47 receiving yards. But I think the biggest difference for the Chiefs and why they're in the AFC Championship game this time, they actually have a running game to pair with Patrick Mahomes in the passing game. So it's not just all about Patrick Mahomes. They're actually playing complementary football. The Chiefs are playing complementary football. When you have 146 rushing yards and 215 passing yards, that's complementary football. And so Andy Reid, he did a great job with his play designs and his formations. And so I can't say enough about the job that Andy Reid has done so far in the playoffs, because the Chiefs have definitely turned it up a notch so far in these first 2 postseason games. And now they're in the AFC Championship game yet again. And so, man, they're doing a tremendous job offensively, but even defensively. Their defense, they held the Bills to only 7 points in the second half. You look at the Chiefs and their points allowed in the second half since Week 14. Week 14 against the Bills, they gave up 6 points. And in Week 15, they gave up 7 points to the Patriots. Week 16, they give up 3 to the Raiders, 0 to the Bengals in Week 17. Week 18, they give up 6 to the Chargers. In the wild card round, they give up 0 to the Dolphins. So they haven't given up more than 7 points in the second half since Week 13. Since Week 13. So defensively, we got to give them credit as well. So give credit to defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. Now, let's switch gears to the other side, and let's talk about Josh Allen. So, yes, Josh Allen is an elite quarterback. I believe that Josh Allen is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. And when you look at Josh Allen's numbers, this is in the regular season. In the regular season, Josh Allen, for his career, he has 167 touchdowns, 78 interceptions, 22,703 passing yards. He's completing 63% of his passes for his career. That's in the regular season. In the playoffs, let's look at his numbers in the playoffs. 21 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 2,723 passing yards, completing 65% of his passes in the playoffs. So statistically and from a talent perspective, we all know how great Josh Allen is as a quarterback. And again, he's a top 5 quarterback currently in the NFL. But these elite quarterbacks who want to be greats and have legacy moments, you have to deliver when it matters the most. And I'm watching the game Sunday, and Josh Allen, quarters 1 through 3, he had 196 total yards, passer rating 102.4, 3 total touchdowns, completing 76% of his passes. In the fourth quarter, Josh Allen only had 62 total yards, passer rating 56.8, 0 total touchdowns, 1 fumble, completing 50% of his passes. So I'm looking at Josh Allen in this game, and the Bills, they get the football back. It's 8 minutes and 23 seconds when they get the football back. Remember, the Chiefs remember the Bills had went for a fake punt, which was a terrible, terrible decision by Sean McDermott. They go for a fake punt. They get stopped short. And luckily, Hartman fumbled at the goal line. Otherwise, the game would have been over because the Chiefs would have went up 34-24 had they capitalized off that missed fake punt by the Bills. But the Bills, they got the ball back and they go 3 and out on a drive. They got the ball back with a little over 12 minutes left. They go 3 and out. They punt it. Chiefs get the ball back, but the Bills defense, they stand tall and they stop the Chiefs again. And so the Bills get the ball back with over 8 minutes left. Drive of the game. Drive of the season. Biggest drive in Josh Allen's career. And on that drive, Josh Allen fumbled, and when he got inside the 30, there were 3 plays that were the biggest plays of the game. And in order to beat an all-time great like a Patrick Mahomes, you have to capitalize on these plays. The particular play I'm looking at is the 2nd and 9 play where he overthrew. I don't even know if he overthrew him. He just was, the throw was off. He was trying to get the ball to Shakir, and he just missed the throw. I don't know what happened, but Josh Allen missed the throw. It was 2nd and 9. It was a throw over the middle, deep, that if Shakir catches the football, it's a touchdown. And here's the thing. I actually feel like in that moment, Josh Allen was going for the touchdown because you don't want to give the ball back to Patrick Mahomes tied at 27 apiece. You know you need touchdowns to beat Patrick Mahomes. So I don't mind Josh Allen going for a go-ahead touchdown and going up 31-27. But you got to capitalize, Josh. You got to capitalize. And this is the reason why the Bills pay you all the money they pay you. And it's the reason why you are universally recognized as a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. You have to make these plays. No, I'm not going to give Josh Allen any excuses. Yes, he played great for the majority of the game, but in those moments, in the biggest moments of the game, when plays have to be made, Josh Allen came up short yet again. The game was there for the taking. The game was there for the taking. And when you have these moments, you got to capitalize. You got to capitalize. Otherwise, you're not going to beat quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes. You're not going to beat quarterbacks like Tom Brady. You got to capitalize. And so I thought the 2nd and 9 miss to Shakir was the biggest play of the game because you got to capitalize there. And then on that same play, he did have Stephon Diggs open going across the middle. But that actually leads me to something else I want to talk about. Because Stephon Diggs was awful in this game. He was awful. Stephon Diggs should be ashamed to show his face in the city of Buffalo today. Seriously. Because over the last few years, we've seen countless times where Stephon Diggs was trying to show up Josh Allen and getting frustrated and upset because he wasn't getting the football. And yet in this game, Stephon, 3 receptions, 21 receiving yards? And you supposed to be the number 1 receiver? Can somebody explain to me what the hell happened to Stephon Diggs in this game? Because I tell you what, Jamar Chase is going to come through for Joe Burrow. Tyreek Hill is going to come through for Tua in that moment. A.J. Brown came through last year for Jalen Hurts. Devontae Adams has shown an ability to come through when he was in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. So I don't want to hear nothing from Stephon Diggs. If I'm the Buffalo Bills, I would seriously consider moving on from Stephon Diggs. He was pathetic in this matchup. And he had an opportunity to make a big play in this game and just missed the catch. He missed the catch. I wish I could find it, which play it was, and which possession it was. But on one of these plays, it might have been this one. It might have been the first play of this drive. He had an opportunity, and I thought Josh Allen threw a perfect pass, and Stephon Diggs let the ball just go right through his hands. Right through his hands. And you got to make those plays if you're trying to beat a team like Kansas City. But Josh Allen, again, yes, Josh Allen played at a high level in the first 3 quarters. But what separates the good players from the great players, and what separates the great players from the all-time great players, is those moments. Those moments, and the moment was there for Josh Allen. It was there. We've been hearing about from Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills over the last few years about how they want to have a chance to play in Buffalo in these big, pivotal playoff games. And the last 2 times when we saw Josh Allen go up against Joe Burrow and go up against Patrick Mahomes, he came up small. He came up small. And I'm looking at Josh Allen's playoff record. In the playoffs, Josh Allen is 5-5 in the playoffs. But 4 out of those 5 losses came against Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. He's 0-3 against Mahomes in the playoffs, and he's 0-1 against Joe Burrow. And that's why these teams pay these elite quarterbacks, because they expect these elite quarterbacks to outperform the opposing team's elite quarterbacks. And Josh Allen has came up small yet again. And if this was Lamar Jackson, if this was Jalen Hurts, if this was Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow, we would hold them accountable. So why are we not going to hold Josh Allen accountable? We got to hold Josh Allen accountable. And so another thing that we got to put to rest. Coming into this matchup, all I heard was, oh, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, this is the new Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. This is the new matchup between 2 elite quarterbacks for many years to come. And I even heard some people go as far as saying that Josh Allen was better than Patrick Mahomes. So let's look at the careers of Mahomes and Josh Allen and compare them. Patrick Mahomes, he averages 316 total yards per game. Josh Allen averages 280 yards per game. Patrick Mahomes, for his career, this is career stats. Patrick Mahomes, for his career, 231 total touchdowns. Josh Allen, 220. Patrick Mahomes, 76 turnovers. Josh Allen, 102 turnovers. Patrick Mahomes, 103.5 passer rating. Allen, 92.2. Patrick Mahomes completes 67% of his passes for his career. Allen completes 63% of his passes. Mahomes is 74-22. Josh Allen is 63-30. So that's the stats. Let's look at accomplishments / accolades. Patrick Mahomes, 2 Super Bowl wins, 0 for Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes, 3 Super Bowl appearances. Josh Allen, 0 Super Bowl appearances. Patrick Mahomes, 6 championship game appearances. Josh Allen, 1. Patrick Mahomes, 13-3 in the playoffs. Josh Allen is 5-5. Patrick Mahomes, 2 regular season MVPs. Josh Allen, 0. Patrick Mahomes has 1 year where he was the passing yards leader. Josh Allen, 0. Patrick Mahomes has 2 years where he was the passing touchdowns leader. Josh Allen, 0. So not only has Patrick Mahomes been better in clutch moments than Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes is better from a stat standpoint, and he's better from an accomplishment standpoint as well. Stop pretending like Josh Allen is on the level of a Patrick Mahomes, because he's not. This is not Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. This is more like Tom Brady and Phillip Rivers. We got to stop acting like Josh Allen is in the same stratosphere as Patrick Mahomes, because he's not. Yes, he has great talent. Yes, he has great arm strength. And yes, you can win games with Josh Allen as your quarterback. He might win a Super Bowl one day, but he's nowhere near the stratosphere like a Patrick Mahomes, or on a Patrick Mahomes level at all. Please stop it. And the thing is, I think when you compare and say that Josh Allen is the biggest threat to Patrick Mahomes, it's disrespectful to the Joe Burrows of the world. Because Joe Burrow actually beat Patrick Mahomes in an AFC Championship game and reached a Super Bowl. It's disrespectful also to even Lamar Jackson, especially if Lamar Jackson beats Patrick Mahomes Sunday. So we got to stop that. We have to stop pretending like Josh Allen is on the same level as a Patrick Mahomes, because he's not. So those are my thoughts on the game. And, you know, Josh Allen, he has a tremendous career moving forward. And the Buffalo Bills may win a Super Bowl one day with Josh Allen. But he has to get over this hump. And until he can figure out how to beat Patrick Mahomes when it matters the most, the Buffalo Bills will never win an NFL Super Bowl.